Hey guys, this is AZJASON, and this is Alliance War Season 26, War number 4 on Path 8. We've got 4 fights: Vision AARKUS, Warlock, SpiderHam, and Storm Pyramid X. And the attack team is my 6-star rank 3 Dr. Doom with SYMBIOTE SUPREME synergy that gives him a 50% chance to basically shrug off a degenerative like bleed or poison or incinerate or whatnot. So with that AARKUS, I thought that could be useful. And then Venom for that Warlock fight. So let's get after it. So first up, we have this Vision AARKUS. I have not seen him here too much, but he does have some pretty incredible power gain just in his basic abilities, and then this node is going to basically help enhance that. And so again, we're going with Dr. Doom. Along Path 8, we see a lot of cosmics, and so Doom is sort of a centerpiece with any approach I've got. So again, gotta watch out for that power gain. I do have that medium applied, and he's got shocks on him now. He's on the verge of that first SP1, pretty easy to kind of get away from, but again, you kind of see that power going up pretty dang fast. So I'm gonna probably try and hit him with my first SP1 just to try and grab some power, but look what happened there. Pushed him right to an SP3, was not anticipating that. We're 100% power, and look at that lag. Like right away, I've already got lag issues. So at this stage in the fight, I'm worried about connection issues, and that was around 67% complete. I lost a little snippet there. I still have 3 minutes left in the fight, get to my first SP3 and kind of regain control. But I did eat that SP3 and only lost 13% of the power. And again, with that power gain, it's kind of messing with me a little bit, where you saw an SP3, it toggled to SP2, and I got back to SP3 to throw it, but he was in SP3 territory too. So this is a pretty good placement, but Doom is the right counter, and we survived. I did not have any SP3 protection boosts on. Doom was just a beast and was able to sort of eat it. Wouldn't really recommend it, but it worked out. So next up, Warlock, 5-star, Awakened. So again, with this node combination and Warlock's ability, anyone besides Venom, at least perhaps there's 1 or 2 other counters, but for me it's Venom. Venom cannot be power burned by techs. So Venom is always my counter, and I nearly always see an Awakened Warlock on this node. I think it was last war, I had an unawakened Warlock, and for whatever reason I chose to bring Quake. I have a lot of comments in my Quake play, but I didn't do well today. I got killed, so I was not going to make the same mistake, and the decision was basically made for me because this is an Awakened Warlock. But I think going forward I'll be doing Venom as my primary counter to Warlock, whether it's an Awakened or unawakened Warlock. He's just a great counter. I have a lot of confidence playing with him, and you can see this fight going well. I'm just going to kind of keep after it, bait out this SP2, and then punish. So I'm at 97% complete. We're now in below 18%, and I've got some True Strike on, and just trying to finish off this fight with a few more hits, down to 3%. Bait out 1 more SP2. We're going to counter it, and Warlock's down. So next up, we have this SpiderHam. So I have Venom, and I have Doom. Venom, logically, is the right counter for SpiderHam. However, any degen on SpiderHam on this node boosts his power gain, basically. So I've got to play it slow. I also, when you have those porker things on you, you can't use special. So my intent here is really not throw special attacks, but you see there I'm on the verge already on an SP2. I stopped. 4 hits. I got an SP2 coming up here already. And I'm like, shit, I gotta bait this out. It's unblockable. And that just burned up my indestructible boost that I put on because I had concerns. So, alright. Lesson learned, but the boost that is gone, I was smart enough to not push him in another SP2. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm okay so far. Baited out another one. 50% health. 3, 4, 5. I stop, back off. Another one. He's kind of pushed me in the corner, so I'm trying to get some space here. 4, 4. Another combo.
No!
I did the freaking heavy. I pushed him
No!
to SP2 territory.
No! No!
I died. I still have that invulnerability boost. And I'm trying to figure out, okay, do I heal Venom back up? Or to go in with Doom? I'm double checking the buff, trying to reassess like what happened. I have a minute left on that invulnerability boost. And I decided to go in with Doom. Now, he can evade. I don't have now Venom's ability against Spider-Verse characters. So my approach here is basically parry and big boy heavies. Parry, 7,000. Basically block or get out of that, out of the way of that attack there. 18%. 13%. 12%. So I've got weaknesses on me. It's kind of minimizing my attack a little bit. I need to throw a special to clear it, but I can't because of the SpiderHam and those porkers. Which I don't think I even have them on me at this point, but I'm just not going to even chance it. 1%. Another SP1. 2 hit these down. So lesson learned there. I don't know that I use Venom again because he's applying bleeds and that gives him a ton of power gain. I was trying to restrict my ability to push him into the second SP2. The first one was a dumb mistake and I burned up that invulnerability boost. The second one is also bonehead play and I just screwed that up. So in hindsight, I see him again. I'm probably not using Venom, I'm using Doom and just slow play it with parry heavy. He can't evade me if I'm doing the heavies, and he's beefy, and I think if I don't throw specials, I think that's the better route to take. I think. That's the first time I saw SpiderHam on that particular node, and I failed, even with that invulnerability boost. Alright, so this one, don't see Premier X here too much. However, on that SP2, she has a shock. I think that's the idea of the placement. You're gonna see me baiting out a ton of SP1s. I think on one of the variants, she was along one of the paths, and I got really good baiting out her special ones during that variant. But again, I think here, if we push her SP2, it's that shock that can just completely kill you. But Doom is shock immune, so I think he's a great counter. And again, with the power gain, he, I think, also is a great counter just because he can kind of manage the power. I probably should have thrown an SP3 before I baited that last SP1 there, but I think my thought was I was going to push her SP2 Terry and then steal the power, but in hindsight, I probably should have played it a little bit safer and just thrown it a little bit sooner and reduce the risk of me getting clipped by one of those SP1s. Down to 59%, she's in SP2 territory right now, and just barely getting the SP1, steal power again. We're kind of back in the Doom cycle, but I'm trying to bait out this next SP1, and here she comes again. 2, 3 dexes. That third one is a little bit delayed, but if you've got the sound turned on when you're trying to avoid it, it's a lot easier in my opinion. And I just can kind of anticipate it now with those sound cues for her throwing those projectiles. Big SP3, she's down to 25%. So I'm looking at this, and SP1s are really not stealing power like I expected, but I barely got up to another SP1 through it. And look at that, I'm on the verge of eating an SP2, but thankfully she didn't throw it, and I get back to an SP3, back to the Doom cycle, and she's at 6%. And this fight is over. So in conclusion, we got through 4 fights. We did lose 1 attack bonus to that SpiderHam. I think that is a good placement because of his power gain. And if you don't know how to counter him and just throw specials, you're gonna die. If you apply a bleed or poison, you're gonna give him a bunch of power and get to SP2 territory. And at least for me, it's very tough to evade. So you're gonna die. So again, I see him again next time. I'm using Doom. And I'm gonna play it slow and just parry heavy and kick his ass. He's not that doesn't have that much of a health pool, and Doom is super big and resilient. So I think that's a better approach. And mistakes were made. Had yet another death here on the season. So again, just gotta shake it off, move on, and learn from it. So that concludes the video, and hopefully we'll have further success here in the coming Alliance War, Season 26. Thanks, guys.